All right.
Hey, hi there, Leroy.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. That's always good. Nobody else has found us yet.
I had the link already hooked up,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Get, I've been playing around with this robot again. There's Ray. Let's let Ray in. Ray's being it's taken a while for Ray to get in here for some reason. There he is.
there he is. Yeah.
Uh,
Can you hear us, Ray?
and here comes Barry.
I can hear you.
That's
Okay.
good.
Screen share section.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
So your motor driver there on the side of your robot.
Yep.
What is that?
It's a BLD 300.
Is it for a servo or is it for a stepper?
Hoverboard wheel.
It's a hoverboard wheel.
Ah, okay.
So the hoverboard wheel has the Hall effect sensors in there, and
Okay, so it's a brushless DC drive using Hall effects.
yeah, and there's this thing will read the Hall effects and it will do the motor.
Oh,
And there's
Hey, Vicente.
hi.
and there's Vicente. So
Sorry.
I started messing with this again a little bit.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yep.
I have another stuff here. So I have YouTube open. Sorry. Back.
Please look directly into the camera so that I can see what's on your monitor. We can see what you're looking at.
YouTube was running when I left was in autoplay. I left the computer an hour ago. And now I don't know what it is.
That's not YouTube, that's you porn.
Okay. So sorry, there was a guy for install a generator in the house, a gas generator. So go on, sorry. What's that?
So well, you remember when we were messing with these robots and you said that the wheels were 150 watts and that our drivers were 300 watts and I thought maybe we were overpowering them or something because they weren't acting quite right. So before the virus came along, I ordered a smaller BLD,
Okay.
a 120 watt BLD.
And works better?
I don't know. They showed up maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. I haven't had a chance to. I just put this thing back on the bench. It's a lot. I mean, it's tiny. This
Yeah, I see.
And it's 120 watts, and it's missing something.
Reverse?
No, it's got the reverse. It's missing. Oh, it's missing the
adjustment.
The adjustments.
The manual adjustment.
But I'm going to give it a shot. I got 2 of them finally. I ended up getting my money back because I figured they were just never ever going to show up, and then they finally showed up. So
So you
basically,
got your money and the drivers?
yeah.
Well, you scam artist.
Well, you know, when you
And
wait
never
forever,
sell something to Leroy.
Nope.
You will lose.
Talk about going for a low price. Damn.
yeah, $50 drivers for nothing.
Free.
I had waited and waited and waited, and I was like, just give me a refund because they're never going to show up. And then they show up. So I said, okay. So I haven't tried them yet, but if my theory is right, that we're just overdriving these things, and these things should actually underdrive them, because if he's right and they're 150 watt wheels, then I'm only going to be maximum 120 watts into them. So, but I'm starting. I just got the basic program on there again. Nothing special about it. That just drives the wheels.
I found a software to control these wheels, but you need an encoder for the feedback, for precision position. You can control exactly the position of the wheel, but you need to use an encoder because the Hall effects are very low resolution.
Oh.
So you are back in the project. Right.
So I'm just using that website. It's coming off of the ESP32. To drive it around. Got rid of all the nonsense just so I could test out the drivers and whatever. That's that. That's my big project for the past.
I am assembling a 3D printer, the Prusa
Yeah.
3D
Yeah.
printer.
My 3D printer just arrived. Woo.
Woohoo. Everybody see that 3D printer? It's on a 45-degree angle and has the bed under it, the conveyor belt under it.
And you can create a profile, infinite length,
Yeah,
something like that.
$600.
What is it?
Yeah.
Show me.
I will show you. Let me find it. Come on, internet. A little faster. Continuous belt 3D printing. And I've got a link to it in the chat, maybe. There it is. This guy.
Hey, yeah, it's me. Hey, it's Joel. This is the Creality CR30, or otherwise known as Naomi Wu's 3D print mill. We got this out of the box, and we got it printing on a live stream not too long ago. We've got a couple prints since then. I've had some conversations with Naomi, and I've said this machine is very much capable. Let's get a closer look. So here it is. This is the.
I want to see a print. Go forward.
But it took some of it with it. A little bit early. And then what it's supposed to the bed, and it will.
He does actually show it printing eventually.
The piece here had to travel into the. Now it's just going to be stuck there.
All right, that's kind of slick.
It's like a boat on Niagara Falls.
on travel into the optical sensor. So that, and in doing that, come on. Oh, there we
Well-
go. I just want to be able to pick it up, and I'm gonna be able to do this. Okay, good. You can see that the bed sheet wiggles a little bit, and I can indent that bed material.
He did actually show it printing there for
difficult.
like
And
a second. And it's it's cocked on a 45 degree. It's actually pretty cool. It's just, but
So it
it's-
prints everything at 45-degree angle.
but it's way outside of my budget.
Oh, so the rolling belt is actually the Z-axis?
Uh-huh.
You could build one.
You could build one.
Not me.
You could take your Persa and cock it at a 45 degree angle and stick a conveyor belt under it.
That's pretty innovative.
Yep.
It serves a need if you're doing a lot of prints and you're not wanting to stand around.
Well,
Buy a
yeah.
cupcake.
Do what?
The MakerBot cupcake.
Maker Pop cupcake.
They don't even make those anymore.
I thought maybe Leroy would figure that one out real quick.
Well, you know what? MakerBot gave all the parts for those to Bill. They shipped him like 5 pallets worth of parts
Cool.
when they stopped making that.
You
So
mean
they
this-
made a MakerBot in the wooden frame version that
Yeah.
had a conveyor belt on it. And the idea was that you could make one and then advance the belt to get rid of the print project, and then the
then
next one, and the
start
next one,
another
next one.
That's
The
kind of
problem
cool.
was that it wouldn't release from the belt correctly, and it kept destroying the belt.
Well, that's that video. That's what that guy's talking about. He was doing like an independent review, and it wasn't releasing from the belt correctly. He just didn't have it adjusted right.
Well, I would think some of that was probably materials too, and that people gotten a lot better with what they can use for that.
Yeah.
That's like that new magnetic flex stuff a lot of the 3D printers have. I mean, the stuff peels right off it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Huh. Automated build platform. Oh, I guess it's not an entirely new idea, but maybe they've solved some of the problems of it. That's kind of neat. Looks pretty small. So, I don't know anything else. I'm just here.
This was my first 3D printer. It was a printer bot of wood. Let me show. But I paint all the parts with a coating to make the wood more stable. You know. Let me find the picture somewhere.
I've got an old Kickstarter that I bought when 3D printers were still expensive. It was a cheaper 3D printer,
Mhm.
and it's tiny by any stretch of the imagination. But I've never used it. It's made out of MFD stuff, and I'm thinking now about sticking a conveyor belt on it because I've never used it for anything else.
Let me show share the screen.
Yeah. Should be able to.
You see, this
Oh.
was my first. This is an upgrade I did, changing the motors. but all the wood parts were painted with black paint to make it more stable. This is my first printer.
Hey, who is that? What kind of laser or what kind of printer is that?
Printer bot.
It's a printer bot.
Yeah.
Okay.
wood-
Do you see the wood cutouts on the back right?
Uh-huh.
Those were cut from my laser machine.
Okay.
So they bought like 4 of our laser machines and they were
Okay.
using them. So these are like the older wooden designs, wood cutouts. And
No,
then they
but-
switched to metal.
But
Some of
all-
this stuff over here might be
okay,
painted wood though.
Yeah. But all the parts that are black were of wood also.
Yeah, those are
used-
painted wood. He ended up switching to aluminum later.
Yeah, I have the metal one now also. This one is in Venezuela now.
This is Vicente's printer.
Yeah,
This is one of his printers.
Ah,
I cover with polyethylene or something. We spray all the parts, sanded them, and then painted in black, and assemble them all together again. This was an upgrade from this was the first model, and they made an upgrade that used to have a metal bed here, aluminum bed, and a large seat axis. But it's almost the same. They changed also the motors for more power motors. I did all the upgrade and painted in black.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was okay.
and that's printer bot in Sacramento, California.
Yeah, printer, but yeah, but they are closed. They went out of business.
Yep.
This is their extruder was interesting. They designed this part pretty well, but they are gone. So
The wood printer that I bought off of Kickstarter years and years ago that I've never used, it probably was a printer bot clone because it looks similar to that.
I did a very detailed work. And this is another picture here. Let me share this. Share screen. Here we go. This is another close-up of the wood parts painted.
What'd you paint them with?
This is a spray painting, the black, flat black. But the idea was first to cover with polyethylene all the wood and sand the wood to make it waterproof, so the humidity doesn't change the dimension of the machine.
Mhm.
No stretch and warp. Okay.
It's still working. It's okay, but it's 5 miles away.
So what kind of wood is it?
This is like a multi-layer wood. I think it's a
So like
Probably
a
birch
plywood?
plywood.
yeah. It's several layers, or is this wood the same wood that was used in the first model? This, as Ray said, it's a laser cutter by rabbit lasers.
Yeah.
And they changed the motors because the first motors were too weak and generate some trouble, so they changed for a bigger motors in the upgrade version.
So what is that under the table? A lead screw there?
Excuse me, what?
Is that a lead screw underneath the table?
Under the table? Where?
Right?
It's a
Oh, I
linear
don't know.
bearing, but there is a
Here, this.
there is a lead screw
Yeah.
there.
Linear bearing, yes, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just a rod with bearings.
Yeah,
The 4 black strikes are just zip ties.
yeah. Well,
Oh, okay.
Prusa is using the same idea. Yeah, ties and it's almost the same idea. Linear bearings and plastic ties. And Prusa sold the last year sold 100,000 units of the Prusa MNK3. 100,000 is something. I will show you, but I will stop sharing and show the Prusa I am working on. Can you see they are using the same idea of
Right
the
up.
low.
Raise it up. Raise.
They
raise
are
it up.
using the same linear bearings. You see?
You need to
There
raise
you
it
go.
up. There
Can
you
you
go.
see? The same concept. This is what I am working on. The bed is using also the same linear bearings.
Are the parts 3D printed or are they injection molded? Vicente, are the parts the orange parts?
Hello?
That's why I can't hear us.
Sorry.
Vicente, are
Hey.
the orange parts of your 3D printer, are they injection molded or are they
No,
3D printed?
3D printed by them, yeah.
Okay.
And you can ask for more or you can do them by yourself. But my next printer won't be assembled by me. I hate that. It's too much. Too much.
All the stuff you build, Vicente, and the 3D printer is too much, huh?
Look, this is the manual. This is crazy. Hours.
Hours and
working with
hours.
this thing.
I gotta say,
I will buy
you know,
the
I bought
Wow.
the cheaper i3
I
clone.
will buy the one you bought in Amazon, $120.
Yeah, I bought those. I pulled them out of the box. I tightened some
Yeah,
screws up,
exactly.
and I was done.
And that's it.
All right, Leroy.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
Oh, it's crazy.
here's something for Ray and Barry. Here you go.
Hmm.
Found that on eBay. That's
150 watts.
Who's selling?
Wow.
somebody in
Featherweight
Florida.
50.
Somebody in Florida.
Villages in Florida.
Mhm.
Local pickup only.
Local pickup only.
Okay, we can ask Ray when he went to Florida to pick one for us. Can you do that?
Hey, Ray, we need you to pick up a laser
You would put
machine.
it up
for us.
favor.
Get that for me on your way back. I'm getting ready to take 3 laser machines down south. I don't know if I'm gonna drive them or I ain't going. Damn you!
No,
Trip to
no more
Florida during the
fun
winter.
for
And
Ray.
she says she's gonna send a technician. That's my job. We'll talk about later.
Be careful. She has your password of the phone. So,
Oh, not much is really going on. I have not talked to I have not talked to Jim or Gail lately,
wait,
so I don't know any updates there. I don't know anything. I'm just here.
Jean doesn't write, doesn't type or
No,
something
the last
serious.
I saw was it last week or the week before where he had done something.
Well, you assume that basically the
Right.
website had been edited or the email
Right.
had been edited, but you really don't know who did it. I don't think, do you?
Well, I mean, it says Jim did it, but you're right. It could have been Gail. So, um,
So Kenny might know what's going on, but
Kenny hasn't been
unfortunately,
here in a little while.
He's close to Jean.
I think he was there here 2 weeks ago, and that time he said he knew something, but he was sworn to secrecy or
Okay,
some equivalent to that.
okay.
We know nothing really. That's but that's the update for that. Um, haven't really done much other than look at and put different code on that one. This one's the prototype too. This one's not even the one that was going to get used, but I figured it's the best one to mess around with, you know.
So next week you will try the new driver.
Yeah, I'm that's what I'm going to try to do this week. I'm going to try to get these off and match them up as best as I can and get it charged all back up and whatever. It's been sitting pretty much since the beginning of all this mess.
Okay.
Been I've been like, playing on eBay and Kickstarter, but not really buying anything, which is probably good. I don't need to buy anything.
So what have you been doing? Just bidding?
More or less just looking to see what kind of stuff there is, like that 3D printer and some of the other.
Leroy, you are out of WhatsApp?
We could, yeah, I've still got it on there.
I sent some stuff, but you didn't.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah, look.
I don't know. Yeah. So what's new, Art? I know we're back to art again.
Well, yeah, you come full circle. Well, I did get my little, I talked last week, I
PoE
guess,
switch?
about a PoE
PoE.
switch that was powered by PoE, no external power other than PoE. And I got it. I haven't yet tried it. It has been sitting in quarantine for the last several days. I generally quarantine all my packages before I open them up. And so here it is. It's, I don't know if you can see that or not. It's
Yeah.
got one PoE input and 4 PoE outputs.
Yeah.
and I plan to install it either tonight or tomorrow.
Has voltage.
I will let you know. It's a gigabit switch. It is a switch,
The
not a
24 volt
hub.
component.
So I said
And
to him, I said, well, that almost
I'll
sounds
let
like
you
an
know
emergency
next
stop.
week how well it works. So if it works well, then I'm probably going to get 2 or 3 more of them, because I've got PoE running around the house here, and it'd be handy for such things as cameras and whatnot. And they don't take much juice, so it
Okay.
should work fine.
48 volts.
This is AF and AT, I believe, which I think is 24, isn't it?
24.
I don't know. I just pulled it out of the package about 5 minutes before we started, and I have not yet read the spec. Let's see. It says 1 PoE in, 4 PoE out, 60 watts. Doesn't say what the voltage on it is, but I remember. Oh, it's
Yeah.
AF and AT, definitely. 802.3 AF and AT. So,
The black, red, red, you said.
at any rate,
You know, exactly.
not a bad deal. It's about 60 bucks on Amazon.
Finally, my desktop, my laptop workstation will arrive tomorrow. They say that will be in the middle of December, but for some reason, UPS sent me a message that they will deliver it tomorrow, the laptop. So
UPS or USPS?
UPS from China is yesterday
Oh,
it was
okay.
in Shanghai yesterday, and today is in Louisville or somewhere in Kentucky, and tomorrow will be here. I hope they need a sign to deliver.
So you have to physically be home when they deliver.
I will just for that, just for the laptop.
Make sure you open it before you let the guy leave. Open the laptop, make sure the screen's not blown out,
Why?
destroyed. I have purchased 4 laptops through the mail,
Mhm.
and from Staples, from Amazon, and
Yeah.
3 out of 4 the screens were destroyed when they arrived.
Oh my God.
So
This
that
one-
makes me want to always buy my laptop from the store. So I go to the store, pick it up, I turn it on at the help desk before I even leave.
This one comes from Lenovo, directly from China, from the factory. They assemble with my specification a special combination of these
If it's coming
drives.
straight from China, here's another problem that you might have. They are not allowed to send batteries through the mail. So
don't know.
that includes the CMOS battery and the main
No,
battery.
but it's UPS. It's UPS, and they have a special boxes for batteries.
Really?
Yeah, they have a special
So,
signs out of the boxes, and they send batteries.
Okay.
so they're able to air freight lithium ion batteries?
Special delivery. I don't know. It's not the normal air freight that can be inside of people transportation. This is a special flight for dangerous stuff. Maybe they can move stuff, batteries in planes, but with no passengers on them. Just packages.
I think we lost Barry.
Mm.
Yep.
So there's no passengers. I assume they still have a
Yeah,
pilot.
but they can spare pilots.
You, you remember that i7 that I picked up a couple weeks ago?
Uh-huh.
It got
For $14.
yeah, that one. It has 3 display ports on it. It can do up to 6 monitors. Just by
What kind of
itself.
ports?
Display ports?
Did you break it already?
No, I didn't break it already. I don't have any monitors that support display ports, but apparently if I had the right monitors, I could hook 6 of them up to this thing and
Wow.
have a big, massive display.
You could have a wall of monitors.
I could have a wall of monitors. So this little computer, this little tiny nice desktop computer,
Mhm.
just gets better and better.
Is it a laptop or is it a desktop computer?
It's a mini ATX.
So it's like a short tower.
It's like a short tower, and it does have, I mean the DVD drive that's in it is a DVD drive from a laptop, so it's a weird combination. It's one of those weird hybrid deals. But
What brand is it?
Dell, yeah, it's a Dell.
Dell?
Yep.
Okay.
Dude.
I got a Dell. I got an i7 quad core with hyper threading for $14.
Oh, no. And you will ask for a refund?
What?
Are you planning to ask for a refund?
No,
A refund?
no.
To keep it for free?
But this is how
It hasn't showed up yet.
This is how weird this one. I mean, it's got 8 USB ports on it.
Leroy keeps buying stuff. It shows up late, so he gets his money back. Then it shows up. He gets stuff for free.
That was an auction, a local auction. I had to go and pick it up. It's all right. I didn't complain about it too much. I had to drive. That was the
Leroy,
biggest
we're-
complaint. I had to go somewhere.
Leroy, we're at 2.5 minutes now.
Yeah, I know. I know we're running out of time. But this thing's got like 8 USB ports on it. It still has a serial port on it, an actual real serial port, and it's got 2 PS2 ports on it. It's a weird hybrid of a merge of old and new all coming together.
But do you have a parallel printer port?
Does it have a parallel port? I don't.
No parallel printer port?
Ooh.
No parallel port.
I have a box of parallel printer cards you can
How
put in
about-
there. One of them.
No space for that.
It's got a NVIDIA a medium range NVIDIA processor in it,
Mhm. For the video.
plus the onboard video.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just this weird hybrid of weirdness. But the NVIDIA graphics card that's in it is a 1 gig
You're
of
killing
RAM
me.
That's the idea.
card, and it's a quad video processor.
So is that USB 3 or 2?
Well, that's the really strange part. It's only got 2 USB 3 ports on it. All the rest are USB 2s. So it's just this weird hodgepodge of probably emerging technology mixed with the old
Understand.
technology, so people could upgrade and not feel bad about it. I guess.
I had a question for Vicente. Did you ever buy that laser machine?
No, no.
I know that you were interested and you kept talking about it.
You will know when or if.
That way I can come help you put it together and do it right.
Yeah, we can.
We're down to
because
19
my,
seconds,
my,
guys.
my problem now is the remodeling, you know. The basement is full of boxes.
Bye.
We're leaving.
We're leaving. All right.
See you next week.
I'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Take care.
You too.